Good morning. Here's an edition of Tricker on the Road, food edition. Went off and did some more Dunkin' Donuts this morning. Got some of their muffins. Muffins are okay. A little dry, but good with the butter. I am broke down of sorts, waiting for work to get done on the truck. That's the reason I was able to have time to watch episode 4 of Marvel's What If. I will say I like it a lot. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I can see they use this in Doctor Strange Universe of Madness very easily, because it's basically just what it turned into. He actually became, more or less, Dormammu in the end. So here's a what if. What if the Doctor Strange that defeated Dormammu was actually defeating himself, if they wanted to take a run on it, type situation. But being split of the two in the same universe and everything, and towards the end, the Watcher and him and Christine, there at the end is Christine's evaporating away because of what Strange did, and saying, I can't do this. I can't. You as well as I know what meddling with time will do. So to protect the multiple universes and timelines, he has to go off and watch this one die. And even at the end, it wasn't dying. It was just at the end, Strange by himself. No one. Darkness. Knowing that he had messed up and the consequences thus far. So I will give this one, there's always room for improvement. So I can't say 10 for 10. Because there's parts of it where, not knowing the comics, only from what I've seen from the movies and the Scarlet Witch episodes, WandaVision, and so on and so forth, I see that they can use this for the upcoming Doctor Strange versus the Universe of Madness type situation as another reason why she became what she became, or that's the only way to go off and keep that from happening type situation, is them teaming together to go off and stop this one Strange attacking the other universes, trying to go off and have a life instead of being all alone. And with that, I'll stop rambling about the What If episode 4. I want to go off and delve into why I do the cooking videos, food videos, and so on and so forth. If you haven't watched any of them, please feel free to. I'm trying to go off and show that if I can do it, you can do it. But also I come with it with this I wouldn't say necessarily understanding, but the thoughts of if you know how to go off and survive, which means shelter, food, and so on and so forth. Well, with food, you not only got to go off and know how to get it, but with the knowledge of knowing how to get it without preparing it and then cooking it so you can then eat it makes it useless. Because if you don't know how to get it, you don't have the food. If you don't know how to cook it, you get yourself sick, and so on and so forth. And how something is cooked changes the flavors entirely. You can have the same piece of meat, one boiled, one broiled, one fried, one smoked, one grilled. Each will have a different flavor, even though it's the same type of cut of meat. Or you go off and get one steak, cut it in 3 different spots. You're going to have 3 different flavors just by how it's cooked. Marinated and seasoned the same. Yes, there will be similarities, but the texture and the flavor will change on how it's cooked. And that's what I'm hoping to go off and start being able to do. My next home time, I'm going to try to do more in-depth video. Like right now, I'm trying to go off and for the first time make it longer than a 3-minute video. I call myself a hunter, though I haven't been hunting in a long while. Something I would like to do, but it hasn't been able to happen. Am I a good hunter? There is no, okay. I've only got like 3 deer, but I've seen many more taken as a situation. Doesn't necessarily mean good or bad. Granted, I'm not really that good type situation, but at that point in time, that worked out. And the respect of the conservation of the fact of getting the deer that I got, and the respect to it and the preparation in order to feed the family. And respect to the nature itself. Because without we're all in an ecosystem. You know, you go off and have them little gold globes or aquariums set up to make your own ecosystem. That's because we're living in one. The trees, the plants, they give us oxygen as we fertilize it and so on and so forth. The trees go off, give wood for everything from our shelters to the money we use to go off and purchase food, to the simple situation of the John Wayne toilet paper that I take out when I'm out there camping and fishing type situation. Breaking it down to the nitty-gritty of everything. If there's too much of one thing and not enough of another, something will falter. That's why when there's large amounts of deer, rabbits, coyotes, any species that overruns, if it's a predator, they're going to end up getting sick and dying. Whereas if there's not enough of them, the food, like the rabbits, deer, or whatever, gets too much. They get sick and dying because they don't have enough food. They're overeating the plants, which is A, oxygen, B, the food for them, let alone the vegetables for ourselves, or the flour, the wheat for our flour, for our bread. All intertwines together. So, I do the cooking videos to show how I try to go off and show the respect to the meat itself or the meal itself, and in loving and doing so, actually, I think makes the food taste better. It's like the grandmother's or mom's homemade cooking always tastes better than any restaurant type situation. That's because A, she loves you. B, she's putting enough care in to make sure it's right so she can feed the people she cares for and herself. So with that being said, take the time, try new things. If you got comments or flavors you want to talk about, shoot the comments. And once I'm able to go stream, I'll pop in and stream. I want to try to actually do that the next home time later in September. Fingers crossed anyways, because trucking life is trucking life. I would expect it to be in Kentucky by now. I'm still stuck in low end of Tennessee. I'm still not even in Knoxville yet. But in which case, everybody keep on smiling. And everybody please check out Echo Base Network on YouTube. There's where I got the shirt. And they had this author, Kitten Flint, on the show. You can get these shirts from Echo Base Network. And they are the only ones that have the audiobook for this book. So please check them out at that same time. You have a great day, and please stay safe, keep on smiling.